So hi there YouTube, it's me Morphsuit America, and in this video, this is continuing off of the Light and Dark Sky Arena Summoner's War series that I'm doing. If you want to see the playlist or some other information, look in the description for that. Before I continue on though, I will give a few shout outs to some of the comments. The big one that I do need to address is Titan CCG6258. They commented on episode 1 and pointed out how I am saying the wrong name for the collab. Yeah. So it's supposed to be Demon Slayer. I've been saying Demon Hunter. I don't know why. Most likely it's because the mangas have Demon Hunters in there. But no, this is the Demon Slayer anime collab. So I'm gonna make sure that I say that from here on out. Thank you to Titan for that. And then another thing I need to state would be what Brack said, because they were wondering why I just didn't buy an LD 5 account, which there are ways to do such, but honestly I want to get it myself. And not only that, this account is gonna also strictly be free to play. I'm gonna try to get a natural LD5 through the normal means. And I'm going to once again progress through this account with LD5, like light and darks. Doesn't have to be an LD5, but I'm gonna push through that. Now, once again, I am doing this a bit differently. It's not a true light and dark account because I'm not just using light and dark. I'm also using all these other things and leveling up said fodder so I can actually skill up and whatnot. If I wanted to be really indirect about this, I could just feed stuff into these monsters and then feed them to my light and darks. But right now, this is what I'm working with. Most of the light and darks are over here. What is it? So yeah, there's that. I think I just got that one from doing something. And I also was trying to organize this place a bit, but that's still a work in progress. So hopefully in the next few episodes, you will see a bit of progress in terms of it being a bit nicer to look at, better, question mark. But anyways, I do need to point out some other stuff that I wasn't aware of because I didn't realize that there were certain conditions to certain things. So I'm just gonna go over here and start doing this as well because I don't want that arena cap to be high up there. I just been stuck doing rivals. I cannot, I mean, I could try to go through the matchup, but I need better runes. I need better units to actually like focus on PvP stuff. The biggest one is runes. Like if I'm not fast enough, they're gonna hit me, and it doesn't matter if I have like tanky or well, it doesn't matter if I have like decent runes to do damage. If they can damage me first, it doesn't matter if I have all these good damage runes. Now I might be swapping between the runes of whatever I get, especially depending on what mode I'm playing. PvE, obviously, you don't really need to emphasize on speed compared to that of PvP, where most of the time you want to make sure your units are going ahead, and not only that, you just capitalize on speed, but then capitalize on every other stat that your unit needs. And that's what I'm kind of doing on my main account. I might showcase my main account, but obviously it's not going to be part of this series. It's going to most likely be its own video, and it's going to be in that. Well, it's going to be in its own video, and I'm just going to showcase some stuff here and there. The biggest thing I need to do with that account is just heavily grind and get. I'm pretty much like min-maxing on that. Like I have a good chunk of units that could go into PvP, but I need to make sure I fine tune a lot of stuff. It's like I have a lot of good runes after farming an extensive amount for a long time. It's just that now I'm trying to get the grindstones I need to actually boost these rune stats even further, so it's actually kind of on a competitive level. But that's gonna take some time, and not only that, like some of the runes, like even though you can get it naturally, like some of it is just RNG. And then also like that, I don't know what's the highest number out of like the runes main stat that you can get without it being tampered with. Like right now, the highest I've seen, I think, is either 25 or 26 speed on a rune. But anyways, I'll talk a bit more about that, I guess, a bit later when we get to the certain episode. Well, I go heavily into runes, especially when I make sure to find runes for this certain account with their certain units. And granted that I'm still learning about certain nuances and little snippets of units. Like, for example, Crow I know is really good if you put a bunch of debuffs on the enemy and then they just stack all up on the damage. But who else is good like that? Who else could be my like defense breaker? Who could do like these certain things that wind, fire, and water units can do, but it's in a light and dark variant. So I need to kind of break that down and figure it out. Now, what I might end up doing is making a good chunk of units, especially for the TOA. I know that after this, I'm debating about going for the wind. I mean, excuse me, not wind. I'm debating about going for the Light Griffin to try to second awaken or the Grim Reaper. In the end, I might still hit both of them before the next episode hits. But in terms of who I'm getting first, I'm still on the fence about that. I might end up leaning more towards a maybe the Grim Reaper, but I think the Griffin might be more doable. But anyways, just make sure to do that. Not hitting next to 100 yet. Alright, so let me talk about some stuff. So they added this new one, the mission clear event one. You just need to make sure you do some of the missions over here for the Demon Slayer collab. Make sure you... Well, also make sure to get this too. This could speed up your process of getting coins. You just need to do 3 of these 10 missions over here. Once you do that, you collect this every day. Every time you do so, you'll get you'll get these rewards. You want to make sure you do it before it expires. And you also want to do these things too to get some mystical... Well, it's not mandatory, but if you want mystical scrolls or more stuff so you can summon stuff, you want to make sure to do these things as well. These are first one-time completions, so once you complete like 10 mini games over here, for example, you get 2 mythical scrolls and that's it. I think you get 10 in total. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta have for me to scroll down and up with the mouse. And then it's also giving you bonuses for just logging you in. This event does end on the 10th of March. Now, the one event that I was hoping to get the scroll, the Light and Dark scroll from, actually has a gimmick that literally states it right there. My dumb self just didn't realize it. I just need to make sure that I do this daily now. And then not only that, if I have an excess amount of coins, I need to start going back through all of these past missions I couldn't really do and complete them, because to get these final scrolls, you actually need to complete the entire set, the previous stages, to get these items. So I can't even get this. My main account can get it because it's been on point with like ever since this started. Like they were able to get everything from there on out. Not only that, it has a dummy amount of points compared to this one. Where this one, you can see that I'm gonna have to literally get a bunch of coins and go through all these and get these. The biggest one that I would want is this, but the plus side to me trying to get all this unlocked is the runes as well that can help me further this account, along with like some of the coins and whatnot too, to get some other units. But yeah, this event does end, I think, on the 10th as well. Yeah. So all of it is going to end on the 10th. And right now I have, as of this recording, I would say it's either I think I have only like roughly around 2 weeks left. So I'm gonna have to grind crazy with this account in terms of that collab. Transmog one, I don't think I'm gonna miss it with this one. Maybe I might miss. Right now, I got the transmog, but I think I'm gonna miss this stuff down here, which kind of sucks because the ancient coins can help me try to get a certain unit, but I can at least get this stuff over here. The oh wait, no, I'm able to get this stuff, so I can get the coupon here, the emojis, and then once again this can help me get possibly a light and dark. So there's that opportunity. Like, I'm not gonna be that annoyed with these 2 items, or the 4 items technically. This one could help me out, but if I can't get it, I can't get it. There's that one, and then the biggest one I also need to make sure to do is this one as well, just so I can get the most amount of energy I can use to just go ham on it, then also get the coins as well. Granted that, like, it doesn't matter about how many coins I get. It's just like I want to hit these benchmarks so I can get all this free energy, which I can then spend and, farm effectively, grind to shine. There's also this stuff that I have to do as well. It's going rather slow. I think the biggest, they don't give anything huge, but I mean, these are free items or welfare items I would want to try to at least get before it disappears. All right, biggest one out of this one would be, I already got most of this stuff here. I haven't summoned yet, so I'm gonna most likely do a huge summoning session later. Then I'm most likely gonna spend the rest of my coins on here, get those devil mons as well, get most of this end tier high grade stuff, and then slowly work my way backwards. But once again, these coins I'm gonna need a lot of because I also have to buy out this one event over here to get at least to the light and dark scroll. Do I really want to transcend it? No, but hopefully if I continue to log in daily and until March 10th, I should be able to have at least panel 4 complete of this, or mission 4 of this complete. All the other ones though, we shall see. And then there's a minigame 1, and then there's the Demon Slayer skill. This one I can't even take advantage of because I don't even have a certain unit that could take advantage of it. But with that being said, in terms of other than me trying to renovate this place and make it look nicer, so this is why I got 3 legendary all attribute scrolls. There's a bit more too. I think there's I got some from the shop, and then I got some from that event. I got 3 light and dark scrolls. 108. Well, I've been spending the unknown scrolls and mystical scrolls because once again, they're not gonna give me light and darks. These scrolls I might burn off on the side, or I might just do one huge summoning session. But then I've been farming a good chunk of whatever dungeons that would pop up. Speaking of dungeons, I actually need to keep my eyes out for not a Grim Reaper. There's a certain one that I need to get a good chunk of. I just need to keep tabs of certain ones. I think the big one I need to also grab is a Yeti and then the Viking again. Oh gosh, I just done goof. Alright, so I'm back again. I just had to relog so I can get the window up. And I think I mentioned it earlier, but this, once again, is a free-to-play account. Another thing I should be doing is this stuff that's popping up. Even though I can't really, well, I actually need to record me progressing through this, so I'm most likely going to try to clear a bit of the giant, or at least giant and the dragon lair, so I can try to start farming runes. For now, let us go over here to the dimensional hole, because I might as well start my attempts to get the Grim Reaper to Second Awakening. Now, this is more of a test run, because the biggest issue I'm going to bump into is... So, in this particular dimension hole, you can only have specific types. So you can only have one for attack, one for support, one for defense, one for tanking, which is the heart. Now the problem I have is I don't have anyone with the heart. Oh well, technically I do, which is this guy, but I haven't really figured out how I'm gonna ruin him. So I'm just gonna push a bit with what I can. I think I'll get to level 4 at the very least. And then I'll most likely showcase my attempts over there to the Griffin one as well. And then I'll do some off-screen farming, or like off-screen leveling up to get these guys awakened. And right after this episode, most likely I'm gonna do another recording, going right into me going into the dragons and the golem or the giant lair to push that further as well. To at least get some stages so I can farm off screen. I did put some runes on the Dark Vanguard. It's just that one of his rune stat isn't ideal because it's flat HP, and I think that's on rune slot 6, which is supposed to be a percent, not a flat stat. But I don't have a lot of violent runes, and I'm using whatever. Actually, hold up. Most likely, right after this, I'm going to go and get some runes. Actually, I had to stare at the shop a bit. But we'll see how far we can progress, though. First, let's go through this. He has no runes. I think for the Reaper, I placed violent runes on them. Or is it Despair? I don't remember. No, don't aim for that one, even though I was having my mouse over there. Don't aim for the boss. I want to kill this dude. Actually, think about it too. I could awaken this dude as well. Actually, if I do, that'll help out in the dungeon. Now, let's see how far they can go. I think, yeah, there's also this that you can tell them clearly how to attack the certain boss, or like the it says right there, the boss order. Once again, keeping tabs of the chat because I need to pay attention to what dungeons are available to me that I can snatch and kind of do. Especially for those that need fodder. The Viking one, I know I want to use him because I think he has defense break. And that's going to be handy for a lot of the jobs of fighting against bosses. Now, if I really need to, I can also make an army or like some dupes of certain units. But for now, I'm going to try to avoid that just because I do need a diverse amount of unit usage. And then if it does get to that point where I had to use a lot of Inigamis and whatnot, that'd be interesting. Okay, they can get through this one too. I'm gonna need a lot of dimension energy. Hopefully, all that dimension energy I've been storing through these missions I'm doing, and then through some of the events that's going. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting about the summoner one. That summoner starter support new friendly event one has been sitting there. The reward has been sitting there, and I keep on forgetting every 2 hours I have to go check that. And I haven't been checking that. Okay, these three are okay-ish. And this is like level 4. I need to rune this guy if I want to progress any further. Or at least find a different tank. But I don't have that. Well, an HP row monster. Is he HP or defense? I think you're more of the HP row. I actually need to check that later. Man, it is tempting to summon, but it's like, no, not right now. Not right now. I need to get almost as many scrolls as I can so I don't feel as disappointed, I guess. Yeah, knew you were going to go away. Alright, resistance kicked in. Alright, this isn't bad. Like, even ignoring these two. I'm just worried about level 5, question mark? If they can do level 5, that's actually a plus. Alright. For now, we'll stop there because I just remembered several things. So the one thing I need to grab is this dumb thing over here and summon his way over here. Grab this. Because this is every 2 hours and I just have been forgetting about it and be like, oh yeah, there is this, isn't there? So the next one I should be getting would be 14, 15, 16. So I still got this batch left. And the plus side is this can easily help me evolve someone to a 6-star. I just need to figure out who I want to do that. And then this awakening one as well, to save up on the essences. Granted, that's not bad for me to farm for it. And there's only a few units that I'm going to be awakening anyways. Or certain ones, which is light and dark. Devil Mons are always a plus because they help with skill ups. Especially if I get something a bit later where I'm going to need it. And then for this one, I could finish it up by buying the essences. You know what? I could do that. And then also the dimension hole energy. I'll get 50 of them right here. Yeah, I guess I should do this. Let us choose. I don't remember if I did evenly distribute this. Now, if I need to get the other essences for the other elements, I will do some farming in due time for them. But for now, I'm just gonna do this. So everything should be emptied out the moment I exit out of this. I never even had to get high essences. And then I'm gonna grab this dimensional energy. And that should be all for this. Yep, that is clear. So this one, oh yeah, I could complete this one actually. Actually, I should do that. That's why I've been holding off on this one too. And if I'm guessing, or if I'm reading this correctly, is this giving me another unit if I'm actually able to fusion off someone? Because if that is the case, I could select the Paladin instead and then get her. So, where am I? Two. Oh, I need to get them out of here. You 2, 3, excuse me. So I guess I shall do this now because I'll forget about it. And then be like, oh yeah, this is what I needed to showcase. Getting this unit. Now, I would try to get this unit, but apparently they're not on... Their fodder pieces aren't on the list, and I will have to actually individually get these. I will work on that off-screen, if possible. Question mark. So there's that. But for now, I'm just gonna do this. And then now we fuse. And now we got the Dark Ifrit, which is gonna help me with I can't even speak. Gonna help me further with my runs. And because I did that, that should also give me that chance to get the Paladin. And that will give me 2 units I can actually work with. 2 more units I can work with. And I'm gonna actually grab her. Yes, okay. That's a plus. Don't get me wrong, I could have got another Ifrit, but and work on skill awakening, but yeah, no, I'd rather get the Paladin and just kind of cut corners right there and then. So there's that. Now I got 2 units I can work. So that's a huge plus. I got 2. And I guess I can awaken them right now if I really want to. And I shall. I think your name is Veramos. If yes, your name is Veramos, and then I don't remember your name right off the top. John. Like John d'Arc. Or Gene. No, wait, it's Gene. Because John d'Arc is Joane. But anyways, I got these 2 now. So she's wait, hold up a second. She should be able to fit into that a dimension hole, thinking about it. Because she is a specific role. What role are you? Yes, you can actually fulfill that role that I need for this run later. Well, granted that, once again, I was working on this guy to do defense break stuff, but, I mean, she's also a good option, too. Let's test this out. Let's see if they can actually go through it. But anyways, now I got 2 LD5s, in a sense. But, it's from fusing. Well, one of them was fusing all the materials they gave me, and then the other one was specifically from completing the fusing mission to get that free Paladin. Yeah, this one might need to start building up on them, because they won't be able to clear level 5. And we're about to hit the 30-minute marker, so after this run, I'm gonna end the recording, but we're gonna continue going through the dimension run stuff. Granted that we need to see how well these 3 can do. And if they can't do it with just 3, then yeah, I do need a 4th, and the Paladin will most likely fill up that slot. I just need to, once again, farm for certain runes. And I don't like to keep runes that aren't at a 6-star grade. But we shall see if I can even push. Well, we'll see if I can actually farm at a high dragon lair level consistently. Alright. They were able to get through those stages. Let's see if they can actually do this. No, they won't be able to get through. Alright, no, we're not gonna try that. Alright, so I'm gonna end this episode here before it goes to the 30-minute market. But once again, I'm gonna continue the next episode right off of this one. So, see you guys in the next one. Peace.